Hi, my name is James Shepard, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about Apple Pay. I've had dozens of emails already this morning from salespeople around the industry saying, what do you think about Apple Pay? So for those of you that haven't already heard, yesterday Apple rolled out the new Apple Pay. Basically what Apple Pay is pretty simple. It's kind of like an app on the iPhone. The new iPhone 6 is going to have it, the iPhone 6 Super, which is their larger one, and also the Apple Watch is going to have it as well. Basically what it is they now have added the NFC or near field communication antenna to the inside of the iPhone. And so what that means is there's going to be an app on the iPhone where you can add your credit cards into this app and store as many credit cards as you want. You have one of them as your default credit card. Then when you go into a store and you go to buy something, when they say, you know, when the order is up there, most of you have seen the new like Verifone VX805, like the big pin pads, the different ones. There's a bunch of different ones out there, the 800 series. Ingenico has a bunch of them. You've probably seen them in the bigger department stores now, and it's like a bigger pin pad. Those all have a near field communication device in them. So what will happen is you can take your phone, and I actually have my iPhone 5S with me right here, and as you know, it has the little thing for your fingerprint. So it's pretty secure. What you do is you just hold your device down there when you're going to buy something, and the NFC device inside of the pin pad communicates with the phone, and it pops up that little app on your iPhone. All you have to do is put your fingerprint on it to pay, and then it identifies your fingerprint, uses your default card, or you can scroll through and select a different card, and then it pays for your order. So that's what it is. Really, the Google Wallet has been around for like a long time already. Google Wallet is basically the identical technology. The difference is that Google didn't have the hardware. So they had the Android operating system, but they don't actually have like the Google phone to really promote it. So it hasn't really taken off. Apple has a tradition of you know, these technologies that are, you know, innovative and really get a lot of steam because they get these partnerships going. Just like when they launched the iTunes Store, they basically had already made deals with all the record companies. Well, in this case, when they rolled out Apple Pay, they've already made deals with all the major credit cards like, you know, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. All three of them have agreed to support this technology. Also, they made deals with Macy's, McDonald's, Starbucks, and, you know, 50 other major big box retailers and companies like that that have agreed to accept the form of payment. So they've already got kind of this inertia going. So what does that mean for us independent salespeople that are selling small business owners, small to medium clients? A couple things that I look at. Number one, it's obviously a huge opportunity for us because, you know, over the long haul, they're going to have to replace their current credit card machine. And so the credit card machines that are out there today are not EMV compliant, which is chip and pin. I'm not going to spend time on that today, but they're also not NFC, which is near field communication. So they're going to have to get one of the newer like Verifone VX520s or one of the Ingenico terminals that's basically ready to go for NFC so that they can just tap their phone there and hit the button and it'll allow them to pay with that. So it's going to create a big opportunity for equipment. And again, that can go a lot of different ways. A lot of our competitors are going to start leasing those terminals probably in, you know, 3 or 4 months, probably even now. They're going to start saying, well, your terminal doesn't take Apple Pay. Now, the truth is nobody's terminal takes Apple Pay right now as far as small business owners. Apple is saying right now, from what we're hearing, it looks like it's going to be the first quarter of 2015. So next year, first quarter, it's even going to be available. Right now, it's not even available. So if a small business owner says, well, I got this new terminal because I want to accept Apple Pay, well, they can't. It's not even possible yet. But they can get a terminal that has NFC capabilities so that when it comes out and it's actually available for programming, the processor can program that in. So it means there's a big opportunity. First of all, you should have a big opportunity there for you know, equipment. If you sell equipment or whatever, you know, there's some big opportunities there, and that's going to change the marketplace. As far as what it means for your income, like your residual income, that's really still kind of up in the air. I'm going to update our channel shortly with more information once I know more. It's really still kind of up in the air. We don't know exactly how it's going to work. When you tap the phone on the terminal, it doesn't actually communicate the credit card number and information. It actually communicates a special Apple ID number. So Apple has really kind of created Apple Pay as kind of like its own credit card, and then it runs the transaction through the credit card of choice that you have on there. Now, my understanding of it from what I've read is that it's still going to look the same on your credit card statement or on your bank statement. It'll still look like you paid with your credit card, but in actuality, you paid with this Apple Card. So I don't know what the interchange rates are going to be on that yet, or if it's going to be different, or, you know, how it's going to work. Probably be a little higher, I would guess. But There's going to be some interchange fees involved, but the good news is no matter how that shakes up, it looks to me like I can't really see any situation where you're going to be cut out of that equation. In other words, they're going to be able to accept it on a variety of terminals that take near field communication, and you're going to be able to sell that as part of your merchant services deal. So as long as you're with a decent sized credit card processing company offering terminals that are NFC compliant, you're all set. Last thing I'll give you and then we're done is a timeline. In my opinion, now this is just my guess, just my opinion. My guess is for the first 6 months, it's going to be kind of a novelty item. It's going to be like, oh, this is cool, watch this, I can pay with my iPhone. After about 6 months, 6 to 9 months, I think it will start to be where people will actually want to pay with that and prefer to pay with that versus their credit card because of the security that's available there. You're not actually giving people your name and your credit card number when you do a transaction. People are going to start to like that. I think about a year from now, small business owners, about a year from now, next fall, they're going to start to see some pressure from clients coming in and saying, they're like, yeah, it's, that'll be $25. And you're like, okay. And they're like, no, I'm sorry, I don't take Apple Pay. And that is going to, about a year from now, I think that's going to start to happen enough, especially, again, it depends on your market. If you're in New York City, maybe that happens in 6 to 9 months. If you're in central Pennsylvania like me, maybe it's 18 months. But I think about a year from now, small business owners are going to start to feel the pressure of their clients, of their consumers wanting to use Apple Pay or Google Wallet or some type of near-field communication device, because Samsung is going to follow right behind. Everybody's going to follow right behind with the same basic technology and copy Apple like everybody always does. In this case, really, Apple kind of copied Google Wallet, but they made it a lot more secure with the whole fingerprint thing. Thanks. Have a great day.